guys, welcome back to Teen Talk. I am your host, Jocelyn Jessup, and I am here today with my music teacher, Miss Robin Lanier, who I've known for 11 years, going on 12. How are you?
I'm doing well.
That's good. Okay, so today I'm going to ask you some questions.
Wow.
And and I want you to, just let yourself go and, just...
We'll try.
Yes,
try.
we will try.
We will try.
Okay, so how long have you been doing music? And when did you start?
I think I probably started like you did in my mother's womb. Well, my mom told me that when I was about 2 years old at my great-grandmother's house, I used to just bang on the piano. And she decided from that she would just kind of help support and develop that. And so I've just been a music lover all my life.
Go music. Go music.
Go
Hey! Okay, and so you said you're about 2 when you started?
Well, I was a music lover, I think. I think everybody kind of knew it from that point that I was, in love with music. But I started taking piano lessons when I was in the first grade. First grade. And I took music all the way through school and went on and pursued it a little further after high school. So I've been in music forever.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And then Baby Grand Music Studios. Why don't we talk about that a little bit?
Oh, Baby Grand.
I am a student there, and it is awesome. Point blank period. It is like one of the best places you could ever come to, branch out and exercise your
Aren't you
music.
sweet? Aren't you sweet?
So, when did you first establish Baby Grand?
Baby Grand came into existence at a time in my life where actually I was out of work. And sometimes that's when you feel, that your back is against the wall. Well, because I am one that will pray about everything, I ask God, hey, what is it that you have for me to do? And teaching music kept coming up. My husband at that time was my fiance, and he kept saying, why don't you teach music? Why don't you teach music? And I kind of just brushed it off. But I ran into a young lady, and she said to me, Miss Robin, I really want to take music. And I said, oh, okay, we'll get to it. And I brushed it off again. And then I ran into someone else who said the same thing. And I said, okay, Lord, I surrender. And that's how it all kind of came together. I then went home and I really prayed about it. I made some flyers and said, hey, I'm going to pass these out. And then I went to church, and my pastor at that time said that, hey, that's nothing to pray about. You got to remember, you helped me out. And Baby Grand was born, and that's when I met you. That's when I met you, Jocelyn.
At 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I kept begging my mom, Mom, can I go?
Can you go?
Can I go?
Oh, my goodness. And I can look back and see you right now just patting that little foot and moving like this. And it kept you on beat, and you were just, so adorable.
Still does.
And you still are. Yeah, you still are. So that's how Baby Grand came about. Just kind of, just following what God had for me to do. And he has never, ever had me without students here. Ever since me following the call of it.
Which is a fact.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about teaching music?
I think my favorite thing is seeing you all just begin to tap into who God has created you to be, and then you begin to explore. And when I see you all begin to open up and really get it, whether you're playing the piano You're not quite understanding your notes when you first come in, but eventually something goes off and says, "Oh, I got it," and that brings me joy, and even with, when you're singing a song and you get it down pat, I'm like, okay, you're ready for it now. So this the joy to see you all branch out and be able to do what God has called you to do.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
that is true. That is true. For my 11 years being here, yep, that's true.
Yeah.
How many kids are in Baby Grand?
Presently, we probably have about 25. But now we have had hundreds of children to come through Baby Grand over the years. Some have graduated through the program and gone on. But there have been tons and tons of kids that have come through the doors of Baby Grand, and I tell you, it's just so good to be able to see them over and over again, and see what they're doing, and then I think, oh my goodness, I'm getting a little old, aren't I? Oh my. But yeah, there's been a lot of kids coming through here.
I have two more questions for you.
Okay. That's all.
the first one is, how did you get the name Baby Grand?
Wow, how did I come up with that name? Well, at that time, I had just, we had a new grandbaby born. And I was thinking about, okay, I was going to name the business after him. But then I thought, I have other grandbabies. So what is that going to be like, just naming it after one grandbaby, So then I said, okay, let me turn this thing around and just say Baby Grand instead of Grand Baby. And then when you think of Baby Grand, it just comes to you, say, that's a piano, right?
Baby Grand, yeah.
That's all about music, right? So it was just a good combination, because I was really thinking about a grandbaby. But it ended up being Baby Grand, and then there's your piano, there's your music. It's just the right fit. So that's how the name came up.
Speaks for itself.
It does. It does, Jocelyn.
What's the motto, and how did you come up with it?
The motto for Baby Grand is, you tell us.
It's more than just a note.
Ah, so you know, huh? Okay. Yeah, it's more than just a note. And what do you think that means?
I think that music, the reason why it's more than just a note is because music has a message behind it. It's not just singing words. You have to feel it, and if you feel it, other people feel it if you sing it.
Absolutely. And to take it a step further, we deal with more than just music in here, with all the children that we talked about that have come through this program, they come in with all kinds of things that are going on with them. When you have a 30-minute session with a child, and then the next 30 minutes you have another child, everybody's personalities are different. And so you have to kind of see what's going on with that child for that moment, and then see what's on this child for the next moment. So by saying it's more than a note, we want to here is tap into how we can better serve each child, whether they could have had a bad day. They can come in and somebody has called them out of their name that day. How do they deal with that? Do they carry that with them all day long, and then they get here to Baby Grand? Usually, Miss Robin will say, "What's on your mind? What went on today?" And that's how we start out every session with the children that come in here. I want to know, first of all, how your day was. What did you do today? What did you do productive today? How was school today? What do you have to eat today? Yeah, because that's one thing we do over here. We feed everybody, don't we?
Yep, we sure do.
So that's where it's more than a note came about, because we want to serve the whole child, not just the music parts of it, We want to embrace them with love, embrace each one with love, and teach them about love, loving themselves and loving others. Because with all the children that come through here, our goal is that one day, or even then and now, as they're growing up, you see them somewhere else other than baby grand, you know, and you can say, hey, that's my sister, that's my brother. And we want them to know that because that is your sister and your brother, that you do not want to bring any harm to them, you know. So it's constantly trying to teach each one to love on each other. That's the main thing about baby grand. I just love, because y'all love each other over here. I must say so. I can see it.
That is true.
And feel it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do you have any questions?
For you?
Yes.
Well, I guess I could have a few questions for you, Jocelyn. What is it that you love about music and baby grand?
What I love about music and baby grand is I've done music my whole life ever since I was a fetus.
Yeah.
I would rock myself to sleep by singing this little tune.
Okay.
And when you put the announcement out there, I was just like, Mom, can I do it? Can I do it? For 3 months straight, I was like, Mom, I want to do baby grand. And she was like, no, I don't even want to do this because I don't think that you're going to last for a long period of time. I just think it's going to be a short while and then we're going to stop.
And you're still here.
And I'm still here
Mm-hmm.
for 11 years straight. And music is like breath to me. It's natural. I love it. And yeah.
And we can tell. You have been, I guess I want to say a spokesperson, or I say a song person for Baby Grand. You have really gotten out into the community. You've done a lot of things, and we're so proud of what you have done with the community and the church. We see it, and we love what God is doing in your life, you know, and you know what, there are going to be so many great things going on. I just want to tell y'all get ready,
Especially for this lady here. If you got a child that wants to do music, please don't let them hold back. It's just don't hold them back. Let them do music. If they're like, I want to go to Baby Grand Music Studios, let them go. It is worth it.
Wow, that's something coming from you. Isn't that something?
It is worth it.
Yeah. So now tell me this, what do you have in store for us to look forward to in the future?
Well, I just auditioned I had an interview with Miss Natasha for AGI Entertainment, and I'm super excited about that.
Wow.
And I will be up there for, I think, the whole month of July in Atlanta, and I will be training for the showcase that we're going to be doing at the end of the month, and I'm super excited, and Tyler Perry's going to bring his producers and everything like that. And if he sees a child that he wants, he will contact them and let them know.
Isn't that awesome? That is awesome. I'm so proud of you. And I just know that because you have the perseverance, and you know you want it. You always have. And because of that, and because you're grounded in God, see, now that's the key. For me, that's the key. You're grounded in God, and you stay grounded. He said He'll give you the desires of your heart. So you just stay grounded, you know.
Stay humble,
and
too.
That's right, stay humble, and just do it, honey. Just do it. Just do it. So, can you tell me, I want to ask you one last question.
Okay.
Because this is something that, like you said earlier, if it's something that someone would be interested in coming to Baby Grand, what is one of the songs that we sing every year at our recital? Can you remember?
There's this song called I am what God says I am.
What God says I am.
I can be.
I can be.
What God says I can be.
What God says I can be.
I am. I can be all that God says I can be. Be all that God says I can be.
Thank you, Jocelyn. And that song is so true because we certainly can be whatever God says that we can be. We just gotta believe it, you know? Just gotta believe it.
And now, before we go, we can't do this without leaving. We are going to sing a song off of The Greatest Showman called Never Enough.
On our tiny little keyboard over here. It's not the big boy, but it worked for today.
I'm trying to hold my breath. Let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. Set off a dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand. Will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands can hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never, never, never enough, never, never, never enough for me, for me, for me, for me. And that is Never Enough off of The Greatest Showman. And it was great singing with her, especially with her, because she's like the best. So that concludes our episode today on Teenz Talk. I had a wonderful time
Thank
with
you. Thank you.
This is my mentor right here, my second mom.
All right.
See you guys next time.
Bye-bye.